How's it going, Rogues Gallery, and welcome to another Palworld card game video here on Red Zone Rogue. Today, we have our very first Palworld news video. That's right, at the Bushiroad conference, they dropped a ton of news, and today we're going to talk about them. We have some art from the brand new set, as well as a product release schedule, events, and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's what we're talking about today. And before we actually get started with the news, I obviously want to address one, the giant mammarest in the room. And that, of course, is the availability. And it sucks if you want to get Palworld cards and play the Palworld card game right now. Availability is really, really tough, especially if, well, for basically anyone who didn't pre-order it, like me, cards are very, very expensive. Now, I just want to mention that I'm pretty sure this caught everyone off guard, including Bushiroad. So I would expect them to see, or expect them to do significant reprints of Set 1 and maybe even Set 2 going on to the future. Now, of course, we need to wait for official confirmation of this, but Bushiroad in the past, with their other games, have done reprints of sets, even like, not even like extra waves, like full-on second reprints. They did this for the Weiss Schwarz Azure Lane. Did they do it for the Nikkei one as well? But I know they've done this for some, other stuff in the past. So I would expect them to, to do reprints over time. So hopefully sooner rather than later. But I just wanted to address that because I feel like that is the thing that's really, really holding the game back now. A lot of people who want to play the game can't play the game because it's too expensive, because people are buying it up and jacking up the prices of booster boxes and trying to sell them to make a quick buck. So hopefully you have an LGS near you who is cool and sells at MSRP. Big shout out to our Gundam card game sponsor, Fantastic Realms, who sold Palworld at MSRP, which is excellent even after the price. They're obviously all sold out now, but a big shout out to them. So hopefully you have a cool LGS in your area, and hopefully they reprint the crap out of these so prices go down and make it more affordable to people to actually play, and make it so everything we're talking about today is relevant. I have to talk about that because it's relevant to everything we're talking about today. Because if you can't get the cards to play, then all this news is pointless. So hopefully lots of reprints, you can get the cards to play. Let's go ahead and jump into our overlay and talk about all of the news, because I think the news is really, really exciting. Let's do it. All right, and here we have, well, actually something that may be a little contentious. This one's interesting. So we have the announcement of Sleeve and Card Set Volume 1. So this is a product that includes sleeves and 5 types of 2 copies each of some new cards. It says you have Cativa, Depresso, Chillet, Quivern, and Grisbolt. Now, we don't know if these are mechanically exclusive cards, or if these are just alternate art copies of, like, reprints, or what. I mean, obviously we don't have Quivern in Set 1, but we do have Cativa, Depresso, Chillet, and Grisbolt, which might be alternate versions. My hope is that they are not mechanically unique, and if they had announced this somewhere, maybe I missed it, let me know in the comment section down below. If they are mechanically unique, well, then you just need to get 2 of these, right? You need to get 2 sets of the sleeves because it comes with two copies each. So you get 2 of these and you'll have a playset of everything. Hopefully they print a lot of these so you can get all of the copies, even if they are mechanically unique. How do I feel about them putting mechanically unique cards in a sleeve set if they are mechanically unique? Not good. I don't like that. I don't like that. I want all these cards to be available in, like, booster packs. It'll make them much more attainable by everyone. So I hope they're just alternate art versions, but we will have to see. Other than that, I think it's a cool product. If it is just alternate art stuff, I think it's a cool product. You get sleeves and you get a bunch of, like, hopefully alternate art cards. But yeah, that's where I am. That's where I am with that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna try to be getting a couple of these. If I can get some, like, if they're plentiful and my sponsors or some LGSs have them at reasonable prices, maybe I'll pick some extras up to do some giveaways here on the channel, but we'll have to see how this one shakes out. This is the thing I'm the most dubious on, so we'll see. Next up, we have some news for Set 2. So we have Set 2 Legends Awaken, which is on sale October 30th. Hey, pretty close to my birthday. and it is a simultaneous worldwide release. This one says simplified Chinese, so Japanese, English, and simplified Chinese, which is awesome. And as we can see, some super cute new artwork. We have Chillet Ignis, I think that's what this is. We have your boy, or girl, I guess, Jet Dragon. We have Broncherry, and then this, of course, is Seiya and Celine, one of the best tower leaders, or gym leaders, that some people might call them. They're the tower leaders, they're the bosses in Palworld. She's one of the best ones, in my opinion. She's very cool. So very cool to see her. Maybe she might be purple, and purple is my favorite color in this game, so yeah. Absolutely cannot wait for the spoiler season. Beautiful, beautiful card. We also have some more artwork. So it says first illustration reveal for Meet the Pals Booster Pack Legends Awaken. So we have actually one of my goats, Frostallion. I really like Frostallion. It is one of the pals on my team currently in the game. I'm almost level 80. I just got to the World Tree, maybe like 30 minutes after the World Tree. And Frostallion, I love Frostallion. So big fan of Frostallion. Here we have Jet Dragon. I have Jet Dragon on my team. I cannot make the Jet Dragon harness yet, so I cannot ride the Jet Dragon harness, but I do have him on my team. I've named him Quanti, by the way. I named all of my pals after Gundam. This one is Zero. And then, of course, we have the Frostallion Noct, which is like Frostallion, but it's going through a little bit of an emo phase, a little bit of a goth phase. Starting to listen to Ghost a little bit, Fields of the Nephilim. Sometime when no one's watching, they'll listen to My Chemical Romance, but yeah, they're good. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, these are cool. These are like goated legendary pals. These are all legendary pals. These are excellent. That's awesome. So I'm excited to see what these do, and excited to see what colors these are actually. I mean, Frostallion probably just blue, Noct maybe purple, but what Jet Dragon could be? I mean, Jet Dragon's dragon, so it could be blue, could be whatever. It could be whatever in Palworld. So in the card game. So we'll see. So very much looking forward to this, and very much looking forward to these as well. Is that a second Jet Dragon? Oh, it's probably one of them is probably the alternate art. One of them is probably the normal version, and then one of them is probably like the alternate, like the SP or SSP artwork. That's what I'm guessing here. And of course, Chillet's very cute. All right, so here we have the release schedule. Upcoming product release schedule, December 18th. We have 2 new trial decks, which is great, so new starter decks. And if they are the same as the first 2 starter decks, these will be 100% brand new cards. And then we'll have a new booster set. So booster set 3 will be released on January 29th. And so this is following a similar cadence to other Bushiroad games. So we're seeing releases every like 2 to 3 months or so for the booster sets. Because set 2 will be released in October, then we have November, December, and then January. So yeah, about 2-ish months or so. And we have the continuation of the demo caravan, which will be going on throughout August. So they showed this on the stream, but obviously we're past July, but we are still into August. This will still be ongoing through August, so please check your local game stores. If they are not carrying Palworld, ask them to carry Palworld. If they do not carry Bushiroad games, ask them to carry Bushiroad games. That's one of the biggest challenges right now is, I'm a big fan of Bushiroad games, and I've been covering Bushiroad games for many, many years. I've been working with Bushiroad many, many years. I shoutcast the Bushiroad Championship Series World Finals the last 3 years. But the big challenge is that not every LGS in the US carries Bushiroad games. We have something that some folks like to call like Bushiroad hubs, right? There's like little pockets of areas that like, really into Vanguard, or really into like maybe not White Shorts as much, but like maybe Shadowverse, or just like little pockets for these games throughout the US. So ask them to carry it. Maybe they'll start carrying some more Bushiroad games. I'm pretty sure most major distributors in the US carry Bushiroad games. So just ask your LGSs. Yep. We also have some shop tournaments and prizes. So here we have some participation prizing, which is great. This is also very, very typical of Bushiroad games. So we have promo card pack 1, and you get 1 card out of 9 types. You have a chance to get 1 rarer card type. So we don't know what this one is, but we have all of these other 8 here. And there's some pretty good ones here. I like the Loop Moon, the Cryolinks, any of these Force of Pals is what I call them, and I will not stop calling him that. But these Interrupt Pals or the Force of Pals cards. These are great. These will be good to have, you know, foil promo versions of. I like this Gummoss. I think he's also really good and playable. And this Digtoise is also like pretty solid. So these are like not bad for the most part. I mean, obviously there's the Daydream for your Nocturnal deck as well. I'm not a big fan of the Thwack, but you know, Thwack would be my big like boo, my big like bummer pull if I get one of these. But yeah, this is cool. This is something, like I said, that Bushiroad does for a lot of their games. They're actually very like player forward company. They like to emphasize actually playing the games, which is really good, and it's why I'm a big fan of Bushiroad games. Here we also have some Grand Challengers Cup prizing, which is going to be held in October. So it says, enter the high stakes tournament and battle for exclusive serialized prize cards. So we have a top 4 prize card of a Lovander Heartstealer. I'm not a big fan of Lovander or the card, either of them, but you do get a nice special SP treatment. That's kind of cool for top 4. But the big one for the champion prize is you get a Yormantide Ignis. This is really cool, and it has the SSP treatment of like the fires around the border, which is very nice. And this card is super good and playable, and I played in my Dragon deck. I'm going to be doing a deck tech for that very soon. But this is a good price. This is good stuff. I'm a lower on the Lovander, very big on the Ignis. Next up, we also have grand release tournaments held in August, so more events held this month. It says a grand release tournament celebrating the release of the Dawn of Palpagos will be held this month. You can take part to receive 3 soul promo cards, and the champion will walk away with this playmat, which is actually a very nice playmat. So check your LGSs once again to see if they're having these tournaments. And getting the soul cards with the art on them is kind of cool, because right now we don't have a lot of soul options. We have like the promo Chillet, which is worth a lot. We have the Katifa, which is worth even more. And then we just have like the regular ones that come in the booster set. I mean the starter decks. So getting these alternate art ones are cool. I dig that. I definitely want to get some. And then we also have the roadmap, which is going to be a little bit this and the next slide. So the Road to Masters World Finals begins in November. Stay tuned for participating locations, event schedule, and more details. I've actually already had folks ask me if I'm going to be, or if I plan to, or like to shoutcast the World Finals for Palworld. And the answer is I will probably be doing the World Finals for Shadowverse, as I am one of the official ambassadors for Shadowverse. That's what I'll be doing. So I will very likely be at the event, because I assume Palworld will be part of the Bushiroad Championship Series. And if it is, then I'll be there, probably shoutcasting Shadowverse. If it's not part of the Bushiroad Championship World Series, then maybe I will try to shoutcast for this. We'll see. I would love to, but also I'd love to do Shadowverse. So here we have the product release and event schedule. So this is also some of the more exciting stuff. So we have in October, we have the Sleeve and Card Set Volume 1, which is dropping at the beginning of October. And then October 30th is when we have the launch of Legends Awaken. Now, the set is already like selling out like everywhere. I hope everyone got your pre-orders in before things got crazy. Weeks ago when I was talking about it, it was fine then. It's not fine now. It's like sold out almost everywhere. A lot of the places that I go, typically that aren't my usual sponsors, they're like sold out. So I'm hoping for like, once again, extra restocks of both set 1 and set 2. So we'll see. My goal, once again, is to get a case, because if you saw my case opening videos, you get a full play set of everything in a single case. And so that's going to be my goal every set, to get a case, just so I can have all the cards to play and build decks. In December, we have the 2 new decks. The new trial decks, and then in January we have the new booster pack. So it's interesting how they're kind of like splitting this up, right? The booster packs and the decks aren't coming out at the same time. They're kind of staggering them a little bit, which is kind of cool. It'll give us some new cards to play with while we wait for the new sets to come out. And if you can, once again, I don't want to fuel FOMO, but I also don't want people to just miss out on their cards. So if you have the means to do so, and you want to play the game, and you know you're going to be buying set 3 anyway, it might be a good time to pre-order. But once again, I don't support the FOMO. I just hope they print the crap out of all the other sets, so you don't need to pre-order that early in advance. But I once again, man, I don't know. It's crazy right now. So hopefully things settle down. With Gundam, we had a similar thing, and it did end up settling down. So we'll see. Set 5 is a little different. Set 5 is kind of crazy, but yeah. And then we also have the events. So we have the grand release tournaments going on throughout this month in August, and we also have shop tournaments going on August, September, and October. And then in October, we also have the Grand Challengers Cup for October, which is great. And then the Masters League starts in November, which is going to be how you qualify for Worlds eventually. We also have the Challengers Cup going on in December and January. More shop tournaments going out, just continuous shop tournaments all the time with different promos. The promos will change. This is why they bashed them up here individually. And then we have Masters Cup starting in March, which is great. Oh, yeah, March. There we go. I forgot that this kind of like blocks it off a little bit. And yeah, you can continue to see stuff like that. If you're unfamiliar with Bushiroad games, this is pretty typical stuff. If you're familiar with Bushiroad games, we always have shop tournaments and then other events in addition to that. So yeah, this is great. Hopefully they'll end up doing like casting and coverage for some of the bigger events, like Masters League and that kind of stuff. We'll see. Even if it's not me doing it, I would love to see some casting and coverage of some of these big events. I think that'd be great. Like I said, I myself would like to watch them, so that would be very, very cool. And of course, very excited for more Palworld sets. I would be willing to bet there would be a new set in April. Now, I also want to mention one thing. The Bushiroad Championship Series Worlds tends to be around April, like end of March, April. So I also imagine we'll see Worlds information around this time as well. So yeah, we'll see. I'm really excited for this. Obviously, I'm a really big fan of the Palworld card game, and I've become a big fan of the Palworld IP over the last couple months. And yeah, good stuff. So let's go ahead and go back to me here in the studio before we cap off the video. Yo, it's me again. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate it. Maybe even hype the video if you can. I will continue to cover Palworld in this manner going forward. We'll do news videos whenever there is news that I think is worthy talking about, that I can, actually talk about. That, it's not like a two second kind of thing. And of course, we'll have our spoiler videos. We'll be doing, card reviews. We have some deck techs on the way. I hope to get some gameplay here once I get some like folks lined up for some gameplay if I feel like it's a good fit for the channel. Yeah, just kind of like the regular suite of content here in Red Zone Rogue, but for Palworld, since Palworld is now one of our main games. So thank you all so much for watching. We do have a Palworld deck tech in the works. Our first deck tech is going to be my favorite deck currently in Palworld. Oh, dude, I love this deck so much. This is my purple-blue Reanimator deck. I have changed it a bit since the first video. I've actually kind of changed some of my philosophies on deck building in the first video. I think we want to be around 8 to 12 Force of Pals now. I was kind of being a little greedy with the 4. I think you really want to be around 8 to 12. And a good buddy of mine, who is actually a Worlds competitor for Shadowverse and a bunch of other Bushiroad games, he and I were chatting about deck building, and he had won some of his local tournaments. And we're chatting about theory, and I think I like where the deck is now. It's really, really fun. So stay tuned for that. Should be sometime in the next week or so. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for some more Palworld content, and we'll see you later.